Hello, beautiful people. This is day 10 to your 14-day yoga challenge. Today is going to be a yoga class that is basically laying down and seated. So if you're interested in that, or you're just continuing along this challenge, then make sure you're in something comfortable, something that you can easily move in. Bring anything near you that you need to support your practice. Sip on that water, tea, whatever you have to drink. And let's find our way laying down on our backs. So you can feel free to use something for underneath your head to support if you would like. Just slowly making your way down to the mat. You can keep the soles of your feet on the mat, especially if you're feeling like a little bit of tensions in your low back. And the arms will lay comfortably alongside your body. There's the option to extend the legs long. And then even more supporting of the low back, putting a rolled up blanket or bolster underneath the knees. When you arrive here, the first option is to take the gaze up to the ceiling. It's helpful if your mind's running rampant, which oftentimes, essentially, our minds are. But if it feels safe and comfortable, I invite you to close your eyes, closing off that sense of sight. And either way, we're drawing our awareness to the breath. Beginning to cultivate this long, deep breath by taking in beautiful, long inhale through the nose. And then seeing if you can make the exhale longer than the inhale through the nose. Inhale, filling up your body. Exhale, just softening any stiffness, tension, softening the mind, letting go the best that you can of any worry, anxiety, or future expectations of yourself. Spending this moment to truly center in. And slowly begin to wake the body back up by wiggling the fingers, including the toes. Now slowly begin to draw the knees in towards your chest. For this practice, if it's available and you can listen to my voice, I invite you to keep your eyes closed, making this really an internal practice. You want to bring a gentle sway of the knees side to side. You can go ahead and just notice if you begin to whip them side to side. Slow down. Try to match the breath and the movement, so possibly taking an inhale to pull the knees a little bit closer towards the one side. Full exhale to begin to shift them towards the opposite side. And then finding this place of stillness, you're going to float the soles of the feet down, arms lay down alongside your body. Begin to kick the right heel up towards the ceiling as you flex the toes back towards the shins. So we're bringing the straightening through that right leg. And it's okay if there's a really big bend to the knee. We're just getting into the hamstrings and the calves. If you want to assist that leg, you can hold it on either side of the thigh, possibly interlace behind the thigh. As long as you can keep the shoulders relaxed, if it's in the practice, take the hands up to the calf. Meet yourself where you are, not where you wish you were. Let's bring some movement to the ankle. So inhale as you point the toes up towards the ceiling. Feeling the stretch in the top of the foot, and then exhale as you flex the toes back towards the shin. Inhale to point. Exhale to flex. Inhale, pointing. Exhale, flexing. Do 2 more. Matching that breath and the movement, soften through the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. You want to bring a little bit of rotation to the ankle. Go roll the ankle out one way a few times. Still actively pulling back on the right leg towards you. And go the opposite way. Find some stillness with the toes flexed back towards the shin. And then exhale, we're going to switch. So slowly floating that right foot down, and then begin to extend and kick the left heel up, flexing the toes back to the shin. You can stay here, more of a active pose, or you can interlace the fingers behind the thigh for more passive. Keep the toes flexed back to the shin as you try to really kick that heel up to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale to soften. We can begin those movements. So inhale to point the toes up to the ceiling. And exhale to flex. Inhale to point. Exhale, flex. 2 more. Close down the eyes if they're open. If you would like to do some circular motions, just really warming up the whole 360 of your ankle, going in one direction and the other direction. Pause with the toes flexed back to the shin. Try to see if you can pull, gently guide that left thigh closer back towards you. And then exhale, just draw both knees in towards the chest, trying to actively draw the thighs in closer to the rib cage. Then we're going to roll over to one side and press yourself up. We're going to come to sit with both legs extended long on the mat. So I choose to sit up on something. It helps elevate the pelvis. You might choose to try it. I know before my yoga teacher training, I never tried. And no one ever really gave me the option, if I'm being dead serious, but I never really tried, and then my yoga teacher helped me, and that it's a very good rotation for the pelvis. It helps really rotate it. Let's begin to drive the heels into the mat, keeping your feet hip width apart. Option 1 is you start with this bend to the knees, and we're going to plant the fingertips beside you on either hip. So it depends on how tall your torso is. Fingertips might stay tented on the mat beside your hip. Option, if the arms are long enough, or maybe the torso is a little bit shorter, you have the palm pressed into the mat. So you can stay here in staff pose, flexing the toes back towards you. Option 2, kick the heels further away and straighten through the legs. Draw the belly button into the spine. Inhale, find that length. Exhale to roll the shoulders back and down. Just pause here. Close down your eyes. 2 more long, deep breaths. And then we're going to come into our seated head to knee forward fold. So you can begin to walk the hands on either sides of the legs, drawing the heart down to the legs, but trying to maintain the straight back. So you may bring that bend to the knees if that helps. And we're just beginning to melt that heart down so you can have the connection of the hands on the legs, or maybe the hands reach for the toes. Feeling as though you're trying to lengthen through the heart, lift the heart up, lengthen through the spine, and then relax the shoulders. So keep this beautiful space behind the neck, bringing a light, gentle tuck of the chin to the chest. Take the inhale to any areas in your body that you're feeling sensation. And then exhale, seeing if you can soften some of that tension and stiffness. One more deep breath. Take an inhale and graze the hands along the legs as you rise the spine back up to center. And you're going to, option one, bend the left knee and send that left sole of the foot to the calf of the right leg or to the inner thigh. Relax that left hip. If you need to put something underneath it, just help open it and relax it. Go for it. Flex the toes of that right foot back to you. Take an inhale, swoop the arms out to the sides, reach up, find that length. And then exhale, same thing, hinging from the hips, melt the heart towards that front leg. So you can frame the leg with the hands. Maybe the hands come connected to anywhere on that leg. You can reach for the toes if that's in the practice. And I just want you to soften the shoulders. Maintain that beautiful length in the neck, the sides, the back. Knowing that over time your body begins to release. So just know that you are on this journey and you're putting in the work, that little by little your body begins to release, the muscles lengthen and let go of the stiffness. One more breath. Allow the hands to graze the leg on the way up as you inhale. And exhale, we'll just switch sides. So the left leg extends long, we bend at the right knee, send the right sole of the foot into the calf or possibly into the inner thigh and just bring that relaxation, possibly putting something underneath that right knee, thigh, help it relax. As we flex the left toes back towards us, take an inhale, rise the arms up to the side, reach up. And then exhale, bending, hinging from the hips, melt the heart down. Frame the leg with the hands, have it connect to the leg or reach for the toes. Maintain the length in the spine. Close down your eyes, let gravity do its thing. 3 more breaths. Head to knee, seated forward fold on this other side. Take your next inhale to graze the leg with the hands on the way up. Coming back to center. Let's come into our seated butterfly pose. So draw the soles of the feet together and it's up to you to create this diamond shape. So if you want it to be like a nice long diamond shape, you push the heels away from the groin. You might have them halfway or pull them in so it's like this weird diamond shape. Grabbing a hold of maybe on the knees, anywhere on the lower legs, or the invitation to interlace your fingers and wrap the hands around the toes, the pinky toe edge. So if you don't want to go for wrapping the fingers around the pinky toe edge, you could go by you could have your fingers tented back behind you, maintaining the length in your spine and then gently guiding the heart closer towards the soles of the feet. Option 2, if you do have the fingers interlaced on the pinky toe edge or maybe anywhere on the leg, you can begin to use that pressure, I guess, gentle force to guide the heart closer towards the soles of the feet. So we're feeling it in the inner groin here, getting into opening up the hips. Sometimes it's nice to bring this little gentle movement. So inhaling to rise up 1 to 2 inches, and then exhale, letting the heart come closer to the soles of the feet. And then just continue if you choose to do that little motion or stay still. Opportunity to close the eyes. Opening more in the hips, release the hips, maybe even flap those wings, those knees to just release that tension there. 1 more breath. And inhale to come back up to center. Let's tuck the left heel close towards the groin. And we're gonna pull that right foot over top. So that left heel is gonna go closer towards that right butt cheek. So the left sole of the foot is planted on the mat or the right sole of the foot is planted overside that left thigh. Go ahead and take your left arm and grab a hold of that right knee. Tense the right fingertips back behind you. We're taking a twist here. Press both hips into the mat. Inhale to lengthen the spine. Exhale, soften the shoulders. Maybe take the gaze over that right shoulder. Finding the connection to the inhale. And then using the bottom of that exhale to slowly twist back to center. So we're gonna switch. Tuck the right heel close to the groin, more so towards that left butt cheek, left glute. Pressing the left foot over that right thigh, and then go ahead and your right hand is gonna take a hold of that left knee, scooping it and bringing it closer for a hug. Tend to the left fingertips back behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to twist. Chin can go over the left shoulder, just increasing that twist. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And inhale to slowly come back to center. Exhale, you'll just make your way back down onto your back. Using that pillow underneath the head if it feels good. Keeping the soles of the feet planted on the mat. You can have the arms lay alongside your body. Just pause here. You can extend the legs long if you would like. Kicking the heels out to the outer corners of the mat. Letting the feet fall out to the side. Close your eyes. Drawing your awareness inwards. Noticing how it feels to be right here and right now in your body. Pausing this video if you would like to stay in Shavasana a little while longer, or if you would like to close off the practice with me, take your hands and press them together in prayer pose in front of the heart. Keeping your eyes closed, thanking yourself for completing this practice. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.